Customer Center. Klix is one of the most advanced accounting systems available today. It will give you the ability to access all your customers as well as all the transactions within the system, regardless of the date created or the type of transaction. And all this from one single page. You can also add new customers into the system from this very same page. Once you select a customer, you will then have the ability to view the customer's transaction by clicking on the Transaction tab. To see a particular transaction, click on the transaction itself, be it either a specific or a type of transaction or all transactions in general. You can also use filters such as open transactions, detailed transactions, completed transactions, or you can filter by date. From here, you can modify the transaction, and when completed, you can return to the previous page. To view a customer's balance, click on the Customer tab, and on your screen you will see all the transactions that are affecting the customer's balance, as well as any open transaction. As I previously stated, from the same page, you can add new customers. To do this, simply click on the New Customer tab. Once your page opens, you can commence entering your customer's information. Be certain to provide as much information as possible. If your new customer has more information to enter other than their company name, or if you wish to enter a person's name as a customer, simply click on the Full Name tab. If there's a customer you are no longer doing business with, you can add them to your list of inactive customers by pressing on Inactive. It's very important to select and enter the type of tax that you will be imposing on your customers, or if the customer will be tax exempt. For of course, this will have an effect on any invoice you create in the future for this customer. If there are any other taxes that your business will be charging your customers, you will also need to add them into the system. It's also very important that you enter the location where your customers will be receiving their shipments. And if the customer has more than one location for receiving shipments, you can establish a catalog of locations for this customer. Let's suppose that a customer has, let's say, 5 locations. You can add all 5 locations to the catalog. From then on in, on any invoice you initiate for this customer, the system will automatically ask you which of the 5 locations you want the goods to be shipped to. In the invoice information area, you can enter the form of payment that your customer will utilize, as well as the payment terms. And if there's a salesperson to whom the customer is assigned to, and you need to credit them with the sale, that too can be entered from this page. All this is done so that when you create an invoice, the information will already be listed on the invoice for you automatically without you having to worry about adding it on yourself. If there's a credit limit that will be imposed on your customer, you will need to enter it into the system. And if your customer were to surpass that set limit, the system will alert you while you're making the invoice. At that point, you can decide to either extend the credit limit or you can hold back the order until the customer has made some form of payment arrangements with you or makes some form of acceptable payment. If it's an already existing customer of yours that is not yet in the system that has a balance due, you can enter the amount of the balance that is due as well as the date that you entered it into the system. This is generally done when you're entering a customer into the system that was an already previously existing customer to your business but was not in the Klix system. When you're through entering the customer's information, click on Save to review the just entered information or click on Save and New to add a new customer.